Good morning, everybody. This is the American Fool, and I want to do something stupid. I want to improve things. I know having ideas is dangerous, but it's no secret that there are issues within the VA. The VA is a wonderful idea, but it's not being executed the best. Maybe for some people it is, but being that this is on TikTok, and TikTok is generally monitored by the younger generation, I want to give y'all a little bit of advice. With the problems that are currently going on, they didn't start now. Those problems are just the flowers that belong to the weeds. You got to find the root, so you better start tracking history to find out what's going on. And a way that you can track history right now, if you're thinking about joining the military, which I can say was a huge opportunity in so many ways. I can't speak on that now because it's changed and I haven't done my homework on that. That's on y'all. But what I can say is you might want to check the receipts of the veterans before you sign the contract to become one. Okay, I've been out of the military since 2012. I joined in 2003, and I joined the front line because I didn't really care to be around here anymore. And I just figured, let me do something honorable and go out that way. At least that way I can leave behind some money to my family, right? Real talk. But I got over there and I decided, you know what? I like these people. I like some of the people that I'm with. I don't want these cats to get messed up because I'm feeling some kind of way. So things change, right? Accidents happen. Life happens. You hang out near burn pits. You dance in minefields. You lose some friends. Things happen. And you expect to get out and to be looked after. I've been told by people that the world is not out to get me. You may have heard that. You may have heard that yourself. Okay, fair enough. The world's not out to get me, but the world is consuming itself. The world is out to get itself. I'm part of that. I'm collateral damage. What I mean by that exactly is I have, even after service, been serving to the best of my ability at some times and not at others. But here before me, I have a decision on my VA benefits as of 2025, 19 September, that says service connection for irritable bowel syndrome is denied. Again, this is third, fourth time, I don't know, that I've been denied. But I can tell you that I have experienced more psychological harm from dealing with the VA than I ever thought I had experienced in the military. And I had a front row seat to some things that weren't very nice. Now, I don't understand, because doctors are supposed to be the people that help us, that heal us, that guide us. And when I went to a doctor's appointment with an open sore on my buttock area, thigh area, I rode a motorcycle in San Antonio in the heat to an appointment, and I had to basically beg the doctor to bring dressing in to dress the wound so that I could seal the inside of my body from infection after she checked the wound. And that's just a small example of what I've endured. My previous PCP, and the reason I'm telling you this is because I've decided that HIPPA stands for How I Protect a Physician's Accident, or we can call it something else. Because my old PCP, the doctor that's supposed to take care of me, the doctor that's supposed to be my packed lead and coordinate everything, told me that it was a good thing, it was perfectly acceptable for me to stop eating to prevent liver pain from a cholestatic liver injury. But he denied the cholestatic liver injury because he wouldn't listen to the fact that I had pictures of a colic bowel movement. Now, this may seem like a lot, let me give you a visual representation of what is being ignored here. This is a 16 centimeter scar that keloid with 33 staples from a point blank gunshot wound. What happened during that surgery is I had all of my innards taken out and laid out on a table so they could sift through it, figure out what was still usable, sew that up so that it could heal, and then plug me with a colostomy bag for a few months so that I could actually eat while the colon, which exploded from hydrostatic shock, so that could heal, right? I went from 198 pounds to 138 pounds in 6 months. Now, we know, science knows that the majority of your serotonin is in your gut. And we know that your gut is your second brain because of the parasympathetic connection to the autonomic nervous system via the vagus nerve. Now, I've also been on stimulants for quite a while for ADHD, which probably autism, but we'll see. We're waiting on that. But why do I have to convince my doctors that there's a connection between my guts and my psych health? They want to put everything in a box. Muscles go in the sports box. Your brain goes in the psych box. And then I'm punished. I'm received with abrasive attention, to say the least, reluctantly, very much so, to be heard. And I have my providers asking me how this is relevant to my care. But they don't understand that nutrition is what makes the difference between all of this. When I started talking about what I ate, my doctor rolled his eyes at me. You know why? I don't. I'm guessing it has something to do with the amount of time that he spent studying nutrition during his education. I had no choice. I had to learn exactly what my body would tolerate and what it wouldn't, and what the effects were of each of those situations, and that this is a dynamic situation because there's so many things at play. It's not just a one-size-fits-all, but they want to ignore me. And all I'm saying, people, is we got a congressional review on this that's been going on since 2012. I've been homeless multiple times. My own family's looked at me like I'm crazy because the VA wants to throw me under the bus and ignore me. Well, guess what, VA? I'm here. And I know how to save you the money that you're wasting doing this kind of shit. Because I've used the knowledge that is now finally, thanks to Representative Joaquin Castro, the VA is getting something going with nutrition. And sir, I know you know what I've been through firsthand, so I look forward to talking to you. Listen, I'm not doing this for me. I don't bring up my pain because I'm crying about it. I'm old school. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But what I'm saying is, if I'm in San Antonio and I live minutes away from a hospital, what is going on to the people that are hours away? What is going on to the people that can't articulate the things that I have just explained to you? The old school way of doing things doesn't work anymore because they are not applying any of the science that we're learning on here. But I'm going to share with you everything I got, because the only way that we can do this is not to tear the country down. The systems that we have in place are beautiful. They're just not being operated correctly or from the right perspective. Now, as I've said in other videos, the lower 99% make everything happen on this planet. So if we take responsibility for the failures and understand that the insidious part of all of the things that are going on is that our individual complaints, for the most part, are legitimate. They are real and they matter. But our individual problems are distracting us from our collective problem. And our collective problem being solved would attenuate over time the individual problems until within a generation or two, we might not see these problems at all. And the human that evolves from this response would not be recognizable. Things are going to get hot for me, people, I'm sure. But you know what? I've spent my life in minefields and dodging people that don't want to move out of the way when they see woo-woo going down the road. Please, I'm not working right now, but please, if y'all see sirens on the road, pull over to the right. Let those people through, because maybe they're going to see your grandma. Maybe they're going to see your mom. Don't be the dirtbag that's just in the way. Look after the people that look after you. That's where we start. I love you.